All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back 25. I don't think you got it, son. Check nickel.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Haskins on third down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. 54, tough.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ryan, complete to Hilton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They convert on third with a gain of 22. On first down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight end left, tight end left. Out. 3 down. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Ryan. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 48, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
First down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On play action, Haskins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On first down, it's Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Elliott running right. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 94 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Mike 51, I'm coming up to you.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's got it to Hilton. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Hey, orbit. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tap.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. This one caught by Davis. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Hey, defense, let's go.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interceptions, or maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, 59, ready? Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Hey, South. Hey, high 7. 51 to 5.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley He finds an opening past the 40. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, D. All day, D. 58. All day. Showing it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Wild Bill.
Now Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Ryan to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he...
Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and a yard. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Elliott. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the Giants' 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell black ball. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. On your right.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Bravo!
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, 59, ready.
To throw again, Ryan. And the catch made by Hilton. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.